What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. How's it going, man?
All right. Welcome, brother. I'm glad I had a chance to sit down and talk to you, man. This is just a new show that we're gonna be doing, man. Sitting down with different artists, finding out what's going on with them, especially since it's 2020, and just trying to catch up with you. We haven't spoken in a while.
No, man. It's probably been close to 5 years now, actually.
Ooh, since we sat down and talked.
2015 is when I released my first project, so that's about the timeline.
Wow, man. I don't know if that was my fault or your fault, but I don't know. But we're talking
No,
now.
it's kind of mine, man. I've been off the grid for a while. I mean, I know we've communicated in messages in the past, but we haven't done anything official. But I appreciate the call.
Oh man, no problem, brother. No problem at all, man. You dropped that brand new single. You just sent it to me called One Verse at a Time. Why don't you let the folks know a little bit about that verse?
Absolutely, man. One verse at a time. It's featuring my one of my good friends. His name is Ryan Combs. He goes by Truth Music. He is also a Shreveport, Louisiana artist. He does secular, but he's also kind of gotten into the gospel scene a little bit. He's actually got some new stuff coming out here, hopefully in 2020. We were just talking about it the other day. He wants to kind of start using his gifts to glorify the Lord a little bit more. And so we've known each other since 2012. Me and him actually did a mixtape back when I was fresh out of high school. I met him at a venue called Words Over Lattes. It's something in Shreveport that a local artist could come and display their talents, whether they were spoken word artists or rappers or singers or anything like that. That's still going on today. But me and him linked, like I said, in 2012, and we released a mixtape that was entitled The Memoirs of the Black and White Nation, kind of detailing the black and white culture from different perspectives. I was newer to the rap scene a little bit, and I wanted to get my feet wet per se. And so I hooked up with him because I knew he had a little bit of buzz in the city. But one verse at a time, though, back to that. Believe it or not, the song actually came about in 2017. Is when we actually recorded it. And it was an idea on my part. It's basically just, I just wanted to kind of get my music out there once again, kind of bring a little bit different perspective to my style and my flow and my cadence and everything. And just kind of like the song says, man, that hip hop gets such a negative connotation.
Right.
Just because of, the worldview and the secular artists these days always talking about different things, money, sex, drugs, etc. And we just wanted to kind of bring a positive light to it as we always try to. But basically, that's how that song came about. I sent him the beat. He came back. We recorded the verse, and probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks later, and I just been sitting on it, man. And I was like, 2020, man, I'm getting back into it and everything. And that was the one that I wanted to lead off the year with, just because my goal is to change people's minds one verse at a time. You know what I mean? It's just like I said with everything with the rap scene, what it is today, man. It's just it's time that somebody just comes up and steps up and brings a positive light and positive message. Especially in the avenue that we do it in with the Christian artists, especially.
Right.
But also with secular artists as well. You don't have to. We want to teach kids that kids and adults actually that it's okay to listen to music without cuss words in it. It's okay to listen to music without any kind of negative influences or anything. And that's kind of just that's where the song really derived from. and that's pretty much it right there.
All right. Awesome, man. Awesome. Also, since we haven't spoken in so long, you have had a little girl or a little boy?
I've had a little boy, man. His name is little boy. He'll be 3 in February, believe it or not. He was born in 2017. Me and my wife had him. His name is Aiden, Aiden Cobb, Cobb. And he's my motivation for everything, man. He keeps me going, and he keeps me on my feet for sure. So keeps me running.
Yeah.
So
well, it's good to see that you're still going on. You're still doing your thing, man. I know your other 2 brothers are still doing full thrive and doing their thing as well. That's J. Kales and Quan B. So when are we going to hear something from all 3 of y'all together?
Man, I don't know. J. Kales, man, I don't know what his what his music scene's looking like these days. I do know Quan B actually just released a project. I don't know if you've had a chance to hear it. It's called Revive, Revive. And I'm actually featured on 2 or 3 of the tracks. I don't believe Kels had a chance to get on that one. But he's had a lot of success with it, and he definitely we still link up from time to time, man, and spit just bounce ideas off of each other and stuff. But that one is definitely for all the listeners and viewers and stuff like that you have, definitely a solid project that I definitely support, not just because I'm on it, obviously, but because it is definitely one of the best bodies of work that I've heard from Q, man. He's grown so much. He had a little girl back in 2017 as well. Him and his wife Courtney did, and Miss Magnolia, little sweet thing. But yeah, man, she they definitely, man, he's been grinding. I know he's got some things to look forward to this year as well.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that I'll be featured on something, because I pretty much always am. But yeah, man, I definitely have to put a little bug in his ear on that one, just to kind of see what we can cook up in 2020, man, because it's our year for the taking, man. It's just a new year, and we're excited. And can't really speak for them, but I know I am, man. I got some good stuff coming, hopefully. So,
yeah, man, I'm excited too. Shreveport has been doing their thing for a minute, Louisiana, and then I've been talking to a couple of guys out there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Rapture Ready. My brother's Rapture Ready Productions out there, working with them for a minute through 2019 into 2020. So they have some stuff that's popping out there. They just released a compilation album called New Mecca. So if you haven't heard that, check that out as well. But before I let you go, man, let the folks know a little bit about, what do you plan on doing or praying for God's guidance for 2020 in your family and your music career?
Definitely, man. One of the I was actually talking to some people at my church this morning. A lot of people they set a word. They come up with a word for their year and everything. And mine this year, man, is rebuild. Because I feel just for some personal reasons that I it's time to start rebuilding in the areas of my faith, in the areas of my family, in the areas of music, while we're on that topic. And so that's really something that I feel God put on my heart as far as for me, is to rebuild my relationship with, obviously constantly build my relationship with Him, but rebuild in the areas that I've fallen short. But also just rebuild in other areas. And then I I got a notebook full of songs, man, that I plan on getting recorded and released this year. Definitely. Then I got some people that I've been working with some music and stuff like that. Truth Music, like I spoke about earlier. We got me and two other guys, man. Got me, him, and two other guys. Excuse me. Got some stuff coming out in March. That'll be kind of it. Like I said, it's positive hip hop, and so therefore we're excited to do that. And then, like I said, for myself, I'm hoping to release at least one project this year. Definitely to get my feet back wet into the career. So into the mission. So that's it for me, though.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at. So.
All right, man. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. Actually, you were our very first guest on the call, so definitely thank you for your time, man.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the interview, and like I was saying, man, just be I'll keep you in the loop and keep all your listeners in the loop on what we got going on here in Shreveport, including myself, man. But I really do